We're done with Born Reckless. Jim, what did you think of it?
It was boring. It was nothing. It was not offensive, but it was not interesting either. You know,
It also doesn't belong on our list.
No,
I'll say this. And with that title, you'd think it would. If this was like a rock and roll Western, you know, this is in the 50s, this is the early days of rock and roll. You could have done something with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, because it was just, it just seemed kind of like a mainstream, boring love movie.
And this is another thing. I'm not sure, you know, if this movie were like, I'm not sure this is what the movie's trying to do, but if this movie were trying to just be a vehicle for the sex symbol that is Mamie Van Doren, I don't think it pulls that off really at all. Whereas I'll go back to Marilyn Monroe again. Some Like It Hot is a vehicle for the preeminent sex symbol of that day, but it's also a good, fun comedy. Like, it's not just that. That's certainly an aspect to it. Same with, like, The 7-Year Itch, which is, of course, the famous movie where she's over the subway and her dress comes up. I actually think that movie kind of sucks, but it's not just trying to be, hey, we have a hot woman in this movie. It's trying to do more than that. I just don't think it's very good. But, yeah, this is just like, ugh.
It almost,
boring.
I don't know how many movies had come out before this starring, you know, Mamie Van Doren, but like...
At least several, at least.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I can look that up.
Because for a while I was thinking, like, is this movie being made simply to kind of showcase her possible talents in other possible projects? But by the end of it, I was just like, what did I watch? It was nothing. It was almost like a Hallmark movie, you know?
You know what? It's a Hallmark movie. If we combine this with, you mentioned White Christmas earlier.
Yeah.
If we combine this with they're in the desert and they're lamenting how they don't get to experience the seasons come Christmas time, and then suddenly it finally snows on Christmas Eve, then it's a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll give you that one.
But yeah, I mean, the problem is, like, there weren't really stakes to this movie. Like, this love plot was just so uninteresting, and it's like, I don't really care if she ends up with him. And then she's jealous because he's got the woman she's got Vincent Price's ex-wife from House on Haunted Hill in the picture. Mm-hmm. But then it's like, does he even know he's like losing her? He just kind of comes back to her and it like doesn't matter. And then there's like, oh, he needs to do this rodeo thing. But I'm just like, I don't care about this. They didn't really establish any drama anywhere.
Yeah, there were no stakes for anything really, other than winning money so that they could.
Yeah, there were. I don't know about you. There were plenty of stakes. You just chop up one of those bulls.
Yeah,
you had plenty.